So if somehow you get caught in a situation like this, you can have both hands to control the guy's hip bones, base. From here, if you want, you can always get a couple hits over there on the side. Control, stepping outside here just with your toes. Notice my right toes just on toes on the ground. I control the guy here, and I'm going to twist him on the floor, and I'll lock. Here, control the guy's hips, base, if you can, step back. You can do a couple over here, move to the side, you make the T position, control this arm, control the guy's body, don't grab him, just control, step outside, near the stomach, get the arm, the leg, when you get yourself in a headlock, things that the head and low, things that you should always looking for is make sure that you use your right hand on the guy's armpit. And what you're looking for is to get yourself close to the guy, and you arch and use this hand here and try to touch that wall over there. Now my left hand, I want to make sure that my left arm is going to be hiding on the ground like this, straight. So I can even go ahead and grab the guy here and use my both arms to do it. Or I can just use one when you start getting more comfortable with this position here. So before you start, you can grab, make sure that your left arm is going to be on the ground when you finalize this move here. So on an arch, I want to put his head on the ground. Now my left arm high, and I roll with him, bend my right leg right away, and end up in this position here. So in this position, I'm going to put my hand on the floor, grab his shoulder, I'm going to open him, I'm going to shift my base, mount, take my time in the mount position, go over here, make a frame, I go forward. When he let go, I put my hand on the floor, grab my arm, bring this leg up, sit down. So pretty much over here, you see a guy with the head low. What you're looking for is get this arm move this way here. I want to have Jeff's head touch the ground. I want to release all of his weight and put on the ground here first. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my body arching, and I'm going to use my right arm pushing on his elbow, on his armpit, to get his weight to move. And after that, I got to hide this hand over here to be able to roll. So I can be this, or I can just let go and you end up in this position here. Hand on the floor, grab the shoulder, open your opponent, stretch him, put pressure on his back over here. I want to shift my base to allow my right leg to go to the top very easily. I'm going to come here, put my right leg on the hips, base, notice that my toes on the floor, got a good base over here. When I feel comfortable, open, hand, control over here. Now, make a little frame. It's a good idea to bring this leg here and sit on top of your opponent. Press on the leg over here, grab the elbow. If you want to cross underneath, you're more than welcome to do this too. You pinch the guy's arm, and you have the arm bar over here. When you have somebody that's crossbody and got your arm and your head together, things they can try to do is come over here and grab the guy anywhere and try to arch and move yourself underneath of the guy. Put his body right on top of your right hips. From this point here, you want to hide his arm and you just roll the guy this way. You end up in the same situation over here when you grab, and you open the guy and you do the same move. Okay, this position here, the idea is to use this in combination with the other move that you just did by moving here. If the guy move ahead, if his hips started moving this way, if I go this way over here and Jeff keep following me, my goal now is to be over here. Or if I come here and I move close to him and he doesn't go farther, he just put his head down, I want to arch and move myself underneath of him. I put him on top of my hips over here. And my right hips, I just rotate the guy over here. I bend my legs and I rotate him that way. I still hold it here. If you want, you can hold the guy here, or you can just maintain the guy's hips under control. And you move. When I see that he's gonna fall, I'm gonna hide my left arm on the ground. I don't want him to fall on top of my arm. So my arm is right here, right in between. I go, establish the crossbody, control. You see, many times when the guy falls in this position, he falls with his legs bent like that. You put your hand on the floor, grab the shoulder, and you open the guy. Now you have a good access for the mount position. You're not going to be able to mount like this. That's not good. You have to shift your base over here. Now you pass your right leg on top, and right away you hide your heel right there. Go to the top, toes on the ground, base. From this over here, you make the frame. Never try to break this way here. That's a lot of strength in your neck. You want to go their way. Put your hand on the floor, grab, pass your leg over. Control this arm here is always good to help out the guy. You end up in this position here. Pretty much is a very simple idea. So you get somebody to give you a bear hug here. Things that you should looking for is always go to the guy's face over here. You can go for the nose, you can go for the chin. The idea for you is make sure that you're never gonna bend yourself back. Don't arch yourself back. Instead, you just start dropping down with a base back there. And you start dropping down and you push out with the back leg. Bam, you can complement with a good knee over there. So one more time. So you get caught over here. What you're looking for is look for the hand on the face, hand on the chin. You know, you can, if you have to, this is a situation, you can always drive, your fingers over here. Make sure that you use the other hand over there. And now I'm going to step down over here. I'm going to go back. Don't ever arch. That's not good. If you arch, you're going to stay there. If I arch, I'm going to stay here. So I'm going to down. When I get myself out, and you just get yourself away from the part. So that will be a good bear hug defense with the arms free. So if you're over here in the wall and somebody starts pinning over here, the first thing you do is contract your neck, bring your hands up. You can always protect your groin here if you see any kind of, but the idea is get yourself out, bam, and hit the guy over there. So you're over here, you gotta start pinning, bam. Contract. Another good idea here sometimes is give a little bit of resistance. When you give resistance, you move back and you take it off. So you give a little bit of resistance. For the guy to put more resistance here, contract, close your mouth, contract, take, and hit over there. So other hand. So over here, protect, bam. So you always go toward the thumb. Notice when the hand's over here, you go toward the thumb. You never try to take this hand towards the forefingers. Go toward the thumb, and you hit the guy on the elbow. And it's pretty much just a basic self-defense. Protection against when your neck spin against a wall. Pretty much you got your arms free, and you have a guy that grabs you from behind, and he takes you off the ground here. He just lifts you off the ground. What you're looking for is make a little hook of it on the guy's leg. It doesn't matter which one. You make a little hook, And your goal is try to use your stomach to touch both hands on the floor. When you're over here, go back, grab one leg over here, the one that's between your legs. Take the leg off, put the guy on the ground, make him stand right here. So one more time. So if you like this, and you had a guy that grab you and start to lift you off the ground, first thing you do, hook. So notice that the idea for you is use your stomach to put your both hands on the ground, and when you go down, you want to make sure that you're going to see one leg in between your legs, and you just grab with one arm. Do ever use both arms right away. You should always keep your base, because the guy can drive. If you try to grab it here, the guy can drive you forward, and you're going to hit your head on the ground. So one more time, please. Lift. Grab one leg here, like this. Don't ever do this, because you might fall with it. So grab here. Now you can try to pull this, or you can just move back a little bit. If I move back a little bit, it's easy for me to take this leg out. And many times that can happen here is the guy is still holding you. You fall over here with the guy. You just lock it and you end up in a knee bar over here. So if you get caught in a rear neck choke, and the guy bend you backward over here, I'm like, I cannot go forward over there. What I'm looking for is put this leg down here, just my toes on the ground, and I start to turn this way. And I make one perfect line here. Keep holding over there, bring the guy down from the ground, knee in the stomach, and you end up in arm lock. If you get caught and the guy bend you backwards, I'm like this. The more backwards the guy bends, the better for you to do this move here. What you're looking for is get your elbows down for you, and you want to put weight over here. You want to make sure the guy's going to carry your whole weight. So pretty much he has to hold me to carry my whole weight here. So when I'm doing this, I step, and I make this perfect line here. From here I'm going to bend, the stomach, and I'm bar. The guy's pulling you back now. I want to hold on here first. What my goal is put all of my weight here, because like this, all of his weight go for this leg here. So when somebody's holding you there, put all the weight and you roll. Until you get yourself used to this move. I want you to step back here, just your toes on the ground, and move yourself slowly until you find a good position over there. When you get yourself in a it's like everything's very smooth and you're doing this really well. So every time somebody pull you back, you want to hold on, put a weight. What you're looking for is just one move. So in just one move you can end up with this. Just for you to practice, you're going to slowly adjust the technique until you end up, and until you have the muscle memory where you can do the move a little bit quicker. Is if you get caught in a headlock, your best bet over here will be suck this elbow down here, try to put your elbow on the ground, and always turn sideways. Make sure that you always make contact with the floor, eye contact. So look to the floor. Always don't ever get caught in a headlock and look to the guy. So stay always here. You can bring this arm over here, make a frame, and make sure the guy won't, like over here, it will be pretty difficult for the guy to put the head down. If the guy decides to put the head down, force the head down, he always going to use his left leg up, and you can come here and hold. That's a good one. But right now we're going to cover just this move here. We're going to move your hips far away, and you're going to pass this leg over here. When you pass the leg over, you're more than welcome to come here and adjust. You can come here and lock a triangle and make the guy stand right here. That can be one possibility. So you make a frame over here, and you move your hips far away from the guy. Pass the leg over. When you pass the leg over, you start pushing a little bit this way and bring the other leg to the top, and you lock a triangle over here. And you pretty much are going to have like a neck crank. So you can make the guy stand over there. Another move here that I'd like to address here is the same way to escape, but by going to the top. So I'm going to make a frame. I'm going to move my hips. I'll bring this leg here. Now I'm going to swing my right leg. I'm going to swing that way. And end up in this position here. And from here, we've seen before, putting your hand on the floor, stretch off on it, turn your base, mount, make a frame, open the lock, hand on the floor, control the arm, pass the leg, and you end up in the arm bar over here. From here, I want to use the left one that way, and my right leg, I want to move this way. Go to the top. If the guy is close over here, hand on the floor, control the shoulder, open, put pressure, now. So the first thing you're going to be aware is that you want to have your elbows always down here to control the guy's legs. That's the first. Your legs, don't open too much your legs over there where the guy can go ahead and make hooks very easily. Okay, so what you're looking for is bring your legs down here. Put your feet together and close to your butt, elbows over here. And pretty much what you're looking for, when somebody tries to lift the arm to throw the punch, you want to arch. Every time they throw the arm, arch. So because I'm the mechanical when I'm arching, I'm going to force him to use both arms on the floor. And of course, it's not just be here all day arching, but pretty much what we're looking for when the guy tries to throw the punch is arch and grab him. And you trap the leg, trap the arm that you just defended, and you go for the whooper. The whooper pretty much make sure that the guy in the top, when you practice this move, give you a hug on your shoulder. Like Jeff is holding on my shoulder. If you can see over here his hand on my shoulder, my hand go outside. My arms outside. This hand here go on the hips over here. And I just arch. And you're pretty much over here. So if you have a guy that's mounting you, first thing you do, keep your elbows down, feet together, and stay over here. Don't ever try to defend a punch by arching your arms. Don't try to block the punch over here. Don't try to do stuff like this. Because what's happening is the guy now he can climb up when you do that. Now I lost the whooper and he can still punch me and my whooper doesn't work anymore. So I want to make sure that I'm going to keep the guy down low over here. And if the guy tries to punch me from here, I just want to arch. That's the first thing you do. You got to understand how to arch right away. And the thing is that even if he go ahead and try to connect me a punch, I come here and I grab on the way back. Trap the arm, trap the leg, hand on the hips, arch. Control the arm here because the punch is going to keep coming. That's how you control over here. And from this position here, you're more than welcome sometimes to go and do some headbutts over here. But the idea is control the guy over there. Somebody grab over here. What do you do? Bam. Grab. One thing that you can do is pretty much use one step forward and use your elbow and hit, oh, check the guy over here. You can go around, grab the guy, get your base over here, leg outside, knee on. You got two hands, somebody grab over here. What do you do? Bam, grab. Somebody grab over there. What you're looking for is a control. Step in. Boom. Hit. Grab the guy outside over here. Pretty much you're going to try to get the guy's gi over there, control the guy's arm, and you see he's go ahead and stand up one leg to start passing the guard. What you're going to be looking for is open your legs and with your right leg straight, you straight your right leg here, and I'm going to move my hips this way. I'm using this, I'm using Jeff's legs to brace myself and move my hips away. Now I'm going to bring my foot close to my butt, and I'm going to make a little hook over here. In this motion here. I do not do the hook like this. You want to do the hook over here. You want to have your knee all the time in contact with your opponent. So I want to keep my distance over there, using my knee to keep a distance, and I bring my foot over here and I make a little hook. When I do the hook over here, my next deal is bring the guy forward this way over here. When the guy comes forward here, I want to lift, and my left foot is going to slide over here, and I have the sweep over there. So you're over here, you control the arm. We talked about this before. Your arm is always outside here. You control the neck, and I see Jeff is getting up to pass the guard. I'm going to open. I'm going to move myself over here, put my knee on the guy's stomach to make sure he won't come forward, and I'm going to hook over here. And if you need a little bit more space, you're more than welcome to bring your foot clear to yourself and hook over there. I do not want to do this. This is not good. And the reason for that is that if I use my leg like this, Jeff can use his hand and touch my knee and push my knee down right away, and he's going up in a half guard. So if I'm like this, and Jeff decides to touch my knee right now, I can still sweep him. Okay, so that's the reason. And I can, if I do that, I still have a good contact with him, and I can do the sweep. But the other time, if I do something like this, I lose contact with him, and my foot go to the ground, and that's I give him up in a position here. So from this position here, you're gonna hook. When I hook, I wanna bring Jeff forward. When I bring him forward, watch my left leg coming inside over here. And you end up in this position here. The idea to protect yourself from the armbar, you always want to have a good posture, a good base over here, your toes on the ground, because now I want to be more, every time I want to be offensive, I want to start passing guard, I want to have my toes on the ground, back straight, good posture. When I see Jeff control my arm and going for the armbar, a couple things I can do. When Jeff goes for the armbar, I can have my arm, my other arm over here, and if I don't control his hips, and I let Jeff go ahead and do the armbar, he's going to move. He's going to pass the leg in the front of my face. I want to catch him with this arm here and just move across. So that would be one possibility to protect yourself. That's if you're not controlling the hips. So I'm pretty much like this. I see Jeff going for the armbar, and I see him moving. I bring my other arm over here. When he passes the leg over, I catch over here. Now I want to pull this down. Take this out, and that will be. One more time, like this. Another way to protect yourself from armbar, you go for the armbar over there. I keep my both elbows down here. So I'm trying to connect against his hips and make sure I don't let the hips move too much. So I don't want to see his hips popping out here. So I keep myself over here. Like this, kind of hard for the guy to go for the armbar. Keep your elbows always inside. And you can pass the guard here. So I'm like this. He's going to start passing go for the armbar, elbow, elbow. If the guy decides to go ahead and pass the leg, doesn't matter. You have the guy under control here. So that's a couple ways to protect yourself when you are in the guard and you have your arms like this. Make sure that don't ever extend. Don't try to move too much. Keep the other arm over here or keep the arms down. Good posture. So that's a couple ways to defend yourself from the arm lock. You over here, and the guy go ahead and put one hand in your collar, bring your arm to the top, over here. And he's going to choke you. I'm going to use this arm here like as a fist, and I'm going to put right above his armpit. So if you go to my neck over here, I protect like that. If you go underneath of my arm, I bring my arm down. If you go above my arm, I bring my arm up. Go underneath, down, on the top, over here. Let's imagine if you just almost getting close to get to my collar over here, I can always turn sideways and try to extend this arm a little bit. Be careful for the arm lock when that happens here. If you see the guys moving around, elbows in, the guy go for your neck over here, move back. He go for the arm lock, elbow in. So be aware. And this other hand here too. Another trick you can do over here is defend the neck. No, he's go for my neck right now. I defend. He's go for the arm lock. Pass the guard. I catch, and I go past the guard. That should be another combination that you can try to put this together over here. So as long as you don't, a couple things you don't want to do it, and I've seen that before, is that when Jeff starts to reach for my collar, never try to get the collar away from the guy by pushing your collar this way. That's not good. You're just giving a deep grip for the guy. So make sure that you don't ever open like that. So keep like that. If you want to protect yourself, over here, over there. Okay? So that's a choke protection for the guard. Pretty much over here, you always want to turn sideways, make a frame. When you make a frame, you always want to push against the guy there, because when you push over here, you automatically make the guy to push back. And for him to push back, he got to have his legs on the floor. So you want to push over here to make sure that his left leg is going to be on the floor, and after that you hook over here. When you hook, you get your right leg, get your right toes on the ground, and you climb yourself up over here. Now, over here got a couple of details. I can just hook the leg and take my foot off the ground and come up. When I come up over here, I open my arms, and pretty much what I need to do is allow Jeff to roll. And I can even push the leg over there, and I roll, and I end up in this position here. And that's the same one that you're going to break the lock, hand on the floor, and end up in arm lock. First thing you do, you turn sideways. Make a frame, and you push against the neck over there. When you know when you push against the neck, you know the guy's legs on the ground pretty much over there. You hook. If you put your foot on the ground, you're going to go for another move. So right now, just hook the leg, climb yourself up, allow the guy to pass the leg and stretch up. And you end up over here. From this position here, you can go around it. You don't have to, don't worry about anything. When you're here, you can play with the guy, you can do whatever you want. Make him let go, and headlock, and an armbar over here. Sometimes you get caught in a headlock and you start turning sideways and you end up in a position like pretty much sideways, and you try to make a frame over here, but you see a possibility to do something else here. Is moving your hips far away, getting your base, and you end up on your knees over here. From this position, you open and you go for the same procedure that you've done before. So you end up in this position here. Make a frame, create some space over here. Move your hips far away from the guy, and you notice that you can go and step a little bit farther and move a little bit farther, and you just want to shift your hip, your hand for this angle here, bring the guy's shoulder down to the ground, and up over here. Hand on the floor, open, and you go for the same procedure that you did before. Pretty much what you're looking for the crossbody position. Sometimes you see the guy trying to turn sideways and try to put you back in the guard, and you go ahead and you stop him here, don't let the guy put you back in the guard, and you notice that some space got created over here. So Jeff's head is not on the ground anymore. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my hand palm up. I'm gonna slide my arm around the neck over here, around the head, and I go clear over here, and I'm just gonna snuggle around the head. I'm gonna drive him forward. When I'm here, I'm gonna go and grab my own hand, bring my leg, and I press my leg almost like a half mount. I'll apply the move over here. So when you go around, you wanna bring your hand over here and hold like this. Over there. Adjust, pass the leg. Do not mount, but go for a half mount. Let's do one more time. So the guy go ahead and start trying to escape. He put his body sideways. When the body sideways, is a good sign for me that I know got some space over here. So I don't want to put my hand here. Instead, you do this. Go under the chin. Grab your own hand. Bring the guy back in again. Over here. Be careful for base. Don't go so hard. Don't go so fast for the choke. Just take your time here. Shift your base. Press the leg. Over here, neck crank. What you're looking for is always check on this. Use your leg. Don't use it as a kick, but use it as a big step. Pretty much as a big step. Keep your hands always in front. What you can do over here, you can step. This hand go on top of that, slide inside, and the other one go on top, and you end up in a T position. So one more time. You see a guy in a fight stand. You want to do this. Check, check. Now a big step. So one more time from a different angle over here. So over here, you want to check, big step, go to the top. So one more time, check. So that's pretty much will be how to close the gap, how to keep a distance. Always use your leg. Make sure the guy stay away from you. You can lean a little bit back. You can have this hand here in the front if you need. Keep the distance. Don't let the guy come close to you. It's time to go in. That will be closing the gap. So if you're in the bottom, you have a guy trying to mount on you, got a few things that you should be aware. Number one, I'm in the bottom over here, is protect yourself like that. And I see that Jeff's going to be trying to mount on me, and I see he position himself over there to mount. When I see him position himself, I always want to create some space over here. Create some space. Use your elbow, push the guy's body away. Don't let his legs come close from you. If Jeff go ahead and go for the other side to mount, and you start to go for, and I see him sitting down, I move a little bit away from him. Just a little like this. I just keep myself a little bit away from him. Every time when I see Jeff sitting down and going for the mount position, I just move myself a little bit away. I just want to create a little bit hard, a little bit difficult. If I go close to him, I'm giving the mount position very easily. So the way to avoid the guy to mount and use many times, just a little turn in your body here will avoid him to mount. And of course, after that you got a couple of escapes you can do here. So again, let's imagine you go to the other side and try to mount. I'm never going to go this side here. Instead, I go for the opposite. And I see he come to this side to mount. I go for the opposite. Another thing you should try to do over here to avoid the mount position is just bring a leg up here. You don't want to bring this leg here because you got a foot locks and you got a lot of control that Jeff can do if I always use this leg here. My goal is to maybe bring this leg here. Let's imagine Jeff go ahead and decide to mount. If Jeff mounts, I got a chance to hook him and go ahead and throw him and escape from this position here. So pretty much it will be a mistake if I bring this leg up here. It will be a mistake to mount, to throw the leg, because I hook. When I hook, I can escape. So pretty much if you go to the other side, I just make a hook, you try to mount, I hook. And I can always make sure I control, by hand over here, control the hips. So you always control the hips of the opponent, and you see he's coming close to you to mount. It's a sign that he's going to be mounted over there, bring your leg up. And he try to mount, you hook. So that will be our way to avoid the guy from mount. Many times if somebody do that mount over here, you can go and do several other things over here and then up in another situation. So you can reverse the mount position very easily too. So when you cross body, you see this arm here, maybe this arm is not very well protected, the arm is outside. I'm going to use my outside arm. I go underneath of his elbow and I grab my own gi. When I grab my gi, I always want to grab this side here. Don't you ever grab this side. This side here, you have no lock. You want to have this, or this. So you cross body, you go ahead and you grab. I want to move myself to the head. Make sure my toes on the ground. I end up in a north-south position. Now I need to put Jeff sideways. I do not want to lift his body sideways. Instead, I want to roll his body. My left arm is my base. I roll him, put all my weight on him over here. Now my right leg, go to his back. My toes on the floor. My left leg pass over the head. My base is on my left arm. I shift my base this side over here because I want to move my right leg out. I just put my toes on the ground. Now my heel is going to touch the ground when I sit down. And when you go for the arm bar, you go for the arm bar, pulling the arm in this direction here. Control the, almost like you give it like a hold like that, shake the guy's hand, grab. And the reason for that is to avoid the guy from escape. And you want to just bring this side over here. My goal, I see this arm maybe outside. I go around, I grab my own gi. I control the hips. I go north-south position. Notice that I'm always on my toes. My right hand is my base. Now I'm going to use my chest and I'm going to roll his body sideways. I put all the weight that I have over here on his back, on his shoulder. I roll him with my shoulder. My left leg go to his back. My toes on the ground. My right arm, that's where my base are. Okay. My right leg on top. I pinch, almost like I pinch his head over here because I want to shift my base. I want my weight to go to the other side. I end up in this position here. My toes on the ground. Now I want to put my heel on the ground when I sit down. And I bring his arm towards his legs. So I grab, and I pull that way. It is pretty much when you have, a guy in the stance over there. A good way to practice this is to have a guy with both hands over there. So what you're looking for, touch the guy, big step, drive, catch this arm, this leg over here, and what you're looking for is over here. Touch, step, catch this leg over here, control, look, make sure your body goes straight over here. Touch. That's called the Baiana double leg takedown. When you try to pass somebody else's guard, back straight, take the slack off the gi, grab the gi by the solar plex, back straight in good posture. That's very important. Take the slack off the gi and put your knuckles right on the solar plex. Get yourself over here, get your toes on the floor. You can, a couple ways to stand up here. Number one is just for practice, like to sharpen your balance. You get one leg up, you shift your base this way, and you get the other leg up. Now pretty much you like this, back straight, look up. You gotta get up and make sure the guy's gonna slide, his body have to slide underneath of my body, over here. From here, I wanna pinch the guy's legs. I want to control the leg over here. I'm going to turn a little bit sideways. I let go one collar and I start opening the leg. When the leg's open, my hand's going to slide inside over here, and I'm going to use my left knee and I'm going to pinch his leg in order that his leg's going to go right to my shoulder because I'm pushing with my left knee. I grab, get my other elbow inside over here, and I'm going to start close the gap slowly. I stretch my legs and I stay over here. Try to slowly take my hand out of here, control the pants, you lift the guy, notice that my right leg's bent, right arm is checking the guard, elbow over here, there'll be how to press the guard. Another position here, another situation is that you can more than welcome, when you feel comfortable, to take the slack off, get yourself over here, toes over there, and you're going to just jump. And over here, slide, pinch. Notice when I open, his body doesn't go to the ground because I'm holding him over here. Pinch his body over here. Now my hand go inside, and I use my left leg to put his leg on my shoulder. Take this out to avoid triangles or armbar. Lock over there. I stretch my body and I start to fall over here very slowly. Control the head. My right hand always control the leg over here. My right leg is bent. And I end up over here, chest to chest. That's the way to press the guard. So a couple of things that you should always be aware is that don't try to resist, don't try to pull away. So if you end up in a situation that somebody grab your hair, the idea is grab him for you, keep him for you over here, step back and wrist lock him over here. And tell the guy let go. And that's another thing here when you do this, step back and tell he let go. So when the guy let go, make him let go, and you end up right to the arm lock. One more time. So if you see a guy that grab your hair, you get yourself in a position here, you want to grab, control this for you, step back to be able to bend the guy down. When you start to bend, you just don't try to let go here. Keep holding, go towards him. A good hold over there is control the guy same way, pull the guy, and then walk over here. One more time, slow motion. You get a guy that gives you a grip over there, you hold, step back, pull the guy over here, lock. One more time, a different angle. Grab here. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed those videos, those moves, those techniques. The objective to get those videos done was to improve the quality of the Jiu-Jitsu here and everybody that got a chance to see those videos. So my goal is to make you a better person, a better fighter, protect yourself better, to understand how to do Jiu-Jitsu, understand how to help somebody, even to teach somebody and to polish a few techniques. I believe that if you follow those techniques, you're going to be able to build a lot good techniques on top of those moves that you just got done. And it's a very simple body mechanics. It's not a very fancy and hard moves to do. It's just basic body mechanics. So just practice those moves in a safe and a joyful manner, and respect to each other when you guys train. Be friendly, share moves that you know, and I hope you have a good train and a healthy train. Thank you. Now, go train Jiu-Jitsu.